Good afternoon, and thank you, Rachel, for the introduction. As you've already heard from Geraldine, climate change isn't a looming crisis, it's a destructive force affecting millions of lives right now, and is putting pressure on infrastructure and our natural resources for the provision of clean energy and water, air quality, and food production. So, over the next few minutes, I will highlight the potential business opportunities that can help mitigate against climate change. In the UK, policy drivers by government hope to address the impacts by stimulating research and innovation of low carbon products and services to potentially create 300,000 new jobs by 2030. At present, InvestNI takes the cross-sectoral and holistic approach of the UK Industrial Strategy Energy Revolution themes of energy, water, transport, circular economy, and ICT, and the themes promoted in the Green Industrial Revolution that will provide the best opportunities for businesses to engage and access the funding support packages. In fact, the energy transition has already started and it's being led by international businesses such as Amazon, Google, and Apple, and that have made commitments to achieve zero carbon before 2050. This is driving innovation and disruption throughout the supply chains. And many of these companies are now requesting their suppliers to demonstrate how they will intend to become carbon neutral as early as 2035. So policy drivers and risks can lead to the creation of new business opportunities. But where do we start? And what role can businesses play to mitigate against climate change? We start with energy by calculating your carbon footprint. This is now required under Scope 1, 2 and 3 carbon reporting requirements. Will still have a part to play in the short to medium term. And then transition fuels such as biogas, biomethane and compressed natural gas will emerge alongside the development of hydrogen, which is hailed as the fuel of the future. First, we will have blue hydrogen from steam reclamation, then green hydrogen from cost-efficient renewable energy, mainly from offshore wind, and if electrolyzer manufacturing can scale up and costs continue to fall, the economics of green hydrogen could improve further to offer economic opportunities across a range of sectors, including industrial processes, transport, heat, energy generation, and storage. And we also see the emergence of synthetic fuels manufactured from captured carbon dioxide. Next is transport. And this is where we will probably see the largest and most visible change. As we moved to using electric and hydrogen vehicles, especially for green public transport. And later this month, you'll see new Wrightbus hydrogen double-decker buses on Northern Ireland's roads. And TransLink have procured another 20, along with 80 electric buses for Belfast to reduce air pollution in the city. Additional cycle routes are opening up, and walking is being encouraged for both health and environmental reasons. Zero carbon jets will initially be powered by bio or synthetic fuels until such time as liquefied hydrogen can be commercially accepted, potentially around 2030. And growth in green energy efficient shipping will reduce emissions in the maritime industry. Pressure is also being placed on the water utility companies as they are large energy users, but they also have the greatest opportunity to drive innovation in the circular economy. Globally, water is a finite resource. However, Northern Ireland has an estimated 4 million megalitres of water that recharges our groundwater aquifers each year, of which 98.5% is untouched and available as a resource. So, as a business opportunity, what would you use 1 billion litres of water for? We must also use our water resource wisely and encourage the reuse of wastewater where economic opportunities are available by capturing biogas through anaerobic digestion, nutrient recovery, the recovery of heat that can be used for industrial processes and district heating schemes. Water as H2O is the resource used for mass production of hydrogen. We must also redesign our buildings to incorporate new technologies such as rainwater harvesting. Flood defences also require improvement And when natural disasters occur, there is an increasing need to provide emergency response for temporary accommodation and provision of clean water. Carbon capture, usage and storage, and protecting the natural environment are some of the most important and most cost-effective solutions we have for capturing and sequestering carbon for the long term. We are encouraged to plant more trees for carbon offsetting. Seaweed is increasingly used for carbon capture as it grows 10 times faster than trees and can be used for the manufacture of fertilizer and high-protein animal feeds. And carbon is also captured for enhanced plant growth in greenhouses and vertical farms. Agriculture, especially beef production, is perceived to have a negative impact on the environment, but this is being mitigated through the introduction of environmentally friendly farming methods and diversification into plant-based food production to meet global demand for protein. Overall, we need to use our resources smarter, and we can achieve this through digitalization and increased use of sensors to provide data for intelligent systems. A smart city approach. And as we move across the digital world, there are many business opportunities emerging. For example, by applying technologies such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, we can predict our energy demand, store energy, and trade surplus generation to others. And with the expansion of the 5G superfast broadband network, more opportunities will arise. And with consumer demand set to increase, mobile devices will drive technology and growth into new markets. As a business, you need to spend time researching potential opportunities that will help sustain and expand your business, develop new products and services, and diversify into the new growth sectors. Each of the growth sectors I've highlighted have at least 100 supply chain opportunities in areas such as blue growth in the marine and coastal environments, connected health by treating patients at home, upstream space or satellites used to monitor the planet, agri-tech to develop plastic-free packaging, and advanced or additive manufacturing using local 3D printing technologies to reduce transportation emissions. You need to develop the capability to diversify your business activity over the next 1 to 3 years in sectors such as new data centres, an £18 billion market in Ireland and Great Britain 2026, offshore wind in the Irish and Celtic seas, and expansion of projects in UK waters valued at 50 billion to 2030, telecommunications, keep an eye on 5G technologies, and UK water sector contracts valued at 52 billion will take us through to 2025. And each of the technology themes highlighted can be applied to many areas of business, offering the potential to create new jobs locally and the opportunity to access high-value external markets. And for the future market activity over the next 3 to 5 years, you need to focus on emerging opportunities associated with the introduction of hydrogen vehicles, especially HGVs and service vehicles, electric heating and the installation of heat pumps, where the UK government is targeting 600,000 domestic heat pumps by 2028, new building design and the transition to modular construction to reduce overall carbon footprint. And the emerging technology themes that will be mainstream by 25 are also listed. Remember, it's not always about technology. There are wider supply chain opportunities. For example, education through media, public consultations, planning, asset management, maintenance, legal and insurance services, training and skills development are to name but a few. So by taking the holistic approach across the energy, water, transport, circular economy and digital technologies, and if we can generate energy, use it efficiently, eliminate waste from our natural resources, and develop sustainable businesses, we can all play our part to reduce the impact of climate change. If you need support to help access the opportunities, please contact the Energy and Resource Efficiency team by email or by telephone. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam, for your presentation. It's great to hear about the scope of opportunities emerging in the marketplace. Moving on, we are now going to hear about the support available for businesses, and we have lined up 3 speakers on this topic. First up is Bernadette Convery, who is a technical advisor in the InvestNI Energy and Resource Efficiency team. Bernadette has a background in renewable energy, having worked in energy consultancy for 4 years prior to joining InvestNI in 2019. Since joining InvestNI, Bernadette has been working with businesses to deliver InvestNI's energy and resource efficiency service offerings. Bernadette is going to outline the support available from InvestNI to help businesses identify and deliver energy, resource, waste, water and carbon savings. Over to you, Bernadette.